Good morning, TFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Like our everybody game.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Steva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zack is definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family. Keep it.
You sleep in where you get your dose of iron in the morning. Listen to the Ironworx on T.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironworx Media is the best on the scene. To the show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
If you like listening to Space Lettuce from Never a Straight Answer, then tune in to the Ironworx with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
It's Monday, my dudes. And happy Monday to you all. Welcome to a first ever Monday broadcast of the Ironworx. Not here on Truth Frequency Radio. Just sort of shows the depth of those neural pathways. Trying to get to set up, and my whole checklist doesn't really work out these days anymore. Yep. What's going on, fellas?
I'm having the worst audio I've ever heard. It's literally like y'all are on an old radio, staticky and far away, and I've tried going in and out. So I guess I'm gonna reset my computer. I don't know what else to do.
Damn. That's no bueno.
I will return.
Alrighty. Let's see if I can't pull up some chat or something. Usually they do a pretty good job of throwing up a chat window for me. Now that I've integrated the YouTube channel into OBS. But not today. Not today.
How was the weekend?
Oh, it's been quiet as all get out.
Yeah, had lots of animal stuff going on. Everything's fine, everything's good. Just watching others' animals. I watched Spicy Sarah and her husband Griff. I was taking care of their 3 cats all last week, and now we got the neighbor's cat, or the neighbor's dog this week. He's over here at the house. Buster. He's easy though. He's older. He doesn't do a whole lot. He gets up, he goes potty, he lays down. He gets up, he goes eats, he goes potties, he comes back, he lays down. He gets along with the boys, so it's an easy watch. He's a good boy.
That's good. That makes it nice, having a pain in the ass. Having a pain in the ass sticking around your house that doesn't really like you and wear on you. And that's actually what we have going on today, is Dixie's former boss at her old job is going to come by with at least one of the kids to catch up with Layla. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't set her back and revert her a couple of years, because it's been a few years since they've seen her. So we shall see. As soon as this broadcast ends, I'm going to have to do some cleaning.
Yeah, same here. We've got Austin and Kai coming over today. They have like a cookout before they take off down to Florida. Yeah, Cami's like, yeah, get me up at 7. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. Oh man, how about you, Walter? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with my audio. I'm really befuddled. It's now giving me weird warnings at the top of the screen, and you guys are still robots, and yeah, it's horrible for me. Is it sounding okay for people in chat? I haven't made it chat because I've been trying to deal with the sound since I got up.
Yeah, you sound good. I'd check.
I don't have a clue.
It's got to be your headphones connection there because the audio's good.
What I've tried 2 sets. So yeah, I'm really yeah, it's telling me people are having trouble hearing you. Try moving your mic, audio video setting.
Sound.
It's what I'm getting from you guys is what's not working out. So he sounds good to use. I'm sorry, everybody. This is not what I planned on starting the show with, but I mean, it is the worst I've ever heard it. My cats are walking around all over the table, though. They really freaking out because I don't know if they're acting up. I guess the moon. I don't know what's going on with them, but they're running everywhere. They could have hit something, but it don't make sense for you to hear me so well and me not hear you at all. I have one more headphone, but I have to go get it. I'll try that. But yeah, good weekend. Did a lot of cleaning. I've really hit this whole, like, I don't know even how to explain it. Just, it's beyond just wanting to clean up. It's just like redo.
Uh-oh.
But really even more than that. I don't know. It's just a whole different way of thinking. What?
You cut out for just a second. Just a brief second. In my ears, at least.
Yeah. Something's up. Because, like, even when I'm not talking, it shows there's purple and I'm on. And so there's something wrong somewhere. And this is all, like, everything is brand new. Cords, mic, audio input, everything is new. So something is up. I don't know what's going on. And it's disconcerting since I just got all this new stuff. So when I'm not talking, is there a hum or something? I don't understand why it's showing that I'm.
I don't understand either.
Here.
I don't hear a hum.
I'll stop talking about it. You guys go ahead. I'll try to hear you best I can. That's all I can do. Or while I'm muted, I'll mute up and go get the other headphones that are in the bedroom there. Hope I don't wake Shell up. So, but I definitely can't do this. I can't understand y'all, really, truly, hardly at all.
Well, shit. That's going to make it real difficult.
On.
Let's see. What else we got going on? I don't think a whole lot. At least we've covered all my shit.
Did you hear about Hibbler and Witsit? Their Ray coin, they went to go swap it to Ethereum, and they used, I don't know what site they were using. I know it wasn't MetaMask. It was something else. And I guess there's these crypto coin bots now that can, I don't know how all this stuff works, but they can do something to where, like, he went to go pull 4,000 Ray out of Ray coin, and they were saying it was $1.75 a coin. He was like, all right, awesome, because usually it's right around $1, but it fluctuates a little bit. He went to go do it, and it popped up like a little warning saying this transaction is a little blah blah blah, but it always does something like that. But it ended up taking, he got $5 Ethereum. Yeah, for 4,000 Ray, that should have been $1.75 or something like that a piece. It should have been like $7,000 that he was trading in to get out. And this, I don't know how they do it with these coins and these systems. You have to be careful, know what you're doing. Use really trusted sites. But yeah, I guess they have out there or a way to, now they can't do it with coin wallets that are like really huge and well established, like Ethereum and stuff like that. Like if you were trading Ethereum into something else, they would have trouble doing that because Ethereum, I don't know how it all works, but it has to do with like how much money Ethereum coin has backing it or something like that. Jaron knows all about it. So they pick on smaller coins. Something, I don't know. Yeah, Martin, you can't trust anything. You can't. Thought the crypto would be, you know, safe and secure, but hackers, they're amazing. Like Jaron, Cami's Jaron, he can go onto a website and just take it over if he wants to. He never does, but he showed me that before. Like when flat earthers make a website, he'll go in there and be like, oh, they need to fix this, they need to fix this, they need to fix this, I can see all of this, I can do this. It's like, whoa. So yeah, cybersecurity is serious. If you're ever planning on trying to start something like that, make sure you hire someone to do your cybersecurity. Don't do it yourself unless you really know what you're doing. Oh, look at LC King in chat. He had heaps of crypto stolen as well.
Damn. That's tough.
They're coming through on Free World FM.
And I got your message, Zach. I think that was an issue we were having last week, too. I thought the plan was to be up and running by this week, but I've not spoken to Billy Ray, so he may be pushing it off until next weekend for one big launch. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to have to give him a call today, see what's what.
Yeah, I was just poking around the site, and I tried entering my email information so I could set up like a subscriber type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I tried it a few different times, and it just kept giving me the error. Please contact site supervisor or owner or something like that.
Well, that was better than what I was getting last week, where the silly captchas to prove that I wasn't a robot wouldn't ever read.
Oh.
So I'd put in the captcha to prove I wasn't a robot, and it would tell me I was wrong. So I'd do it again, and it would tell me I was wrong. And I'd do it again, and it'd tell me I was wrong. So I don't discount user error, but I'm pretty sure I had my alphabets correct.
Do we have to break out the old Voight comp machine, Josh?
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. How does the audio sound over there, Liz? Does it sound okay? All right, awesome.
Answered before you asked.
I know. My mind. Oh, man. Yeah, this would be nice, though. I'll get back to getting up. I'm going to get up early every day now.
I'm not sure how nice it is. I'm still getting used to it. It's really strange on a Monday, especially when my Monday is a day off anyway. Like if I'd have been thinking, I'd have probably gone to bed a little bit earlier last night. But I'm thinking, oh, day off tomorrow. Yay, I got shit to do. Yay, I'll just fucking take my time. But nope, I still had to get up at 3 a.m. But luckily, I changed my alarms. So when it went off, it only took me a half sec to realize what the fuck I was doing up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, people aren't used to us being on Monday. A lot of the regular scouts are missing.
And that's to be expected. It probably would have been wise to have sent a community post or let people know that we were doing our Monday broadcast this week, not the normal Tuesday anymore.
Well, we have been talking about it for years, so.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the main reasons why most people wouldn't expect us to actually have done it. We spent years talking about it.
Walt says, yeah, it's me.
Uh-oh. I'm assuming then he found the problem. Liz says she has rearranged her Mondays for this show takes priority. That's very sweet, Liz. So you know what I did do over the weekend? I finally started playing around with a little toy that I picked up several weeks ago. It was before the break, because we had just done sort of a little merchandising push, and a bunch of people had gone out there and grabbed some t-shirts and stuff from spring. Then I got my new car, and I was putting decals on my car, and I was doing black decals just because of the aesthetic of the car. Anyway, on the two front quarter panels behind or just in front of the front doors, I put a decal that says the Flat Earth Edition, or just Flat Earth Edition. And then the goal was to put a little AE map sort of above or below it, just as a little nod. So I ordered a couple Flat Earth AE map decals. I forget if it was Amazon or eBay or one of those sites, maybe Etsy, I don't know. But when I got them, the land masses were just a little too out of whack. I mean, granted, it's an AE map, so they're not going to be, the orientation's going to be a little wonky, but the shape of them should somewhat resemble a continent's, and they didn't. So I never put it on my car, and I was looking and looking and looking, just trying to find a real basic vinyl decal to slap on my car of a good-looking AE map, and I couldn't find one. Well, I could just dig through, and maybe I'll find the file and clean it up, and I'll send it to somebody and just have them take it and make it and do all that stuff. And I got to thinking about the t-shirts and all this other stuff. I thought, let me just hop over there onto eBay and check the auctions and see if I can't maybe find me a Cricut machine on the cheap. So that's actually what I did. I actually got a real good deal on a Cricut Explorer 3. So it's only been over the last couple days then since that I found. Really, once I realized I was not going to be able to salvage these computers and pick up sort of where I'd left off before the break, I just checked them off my to-do list and said, fuck it. I'll deal with those later. They get reprioritized and moved down the list a little bit. And so, was it yesterday, I guess, I made my first attempt at a decal. Hooked up the Cricut machine, got it all fired up, got all the software downloaded, and played around. I cut out their first demo decal that just says Cricut. Then after that, I went on to a Mystery Science Theater 3000 overlay. The little black theater seats. I'm pointing up at the screen. And all the robot friends. Oh, that could be kind of cool. Maybe I'd put one of those on my car, but I'm just using real cheap vinyl that came with the Cricut that they gave me, because there's a full fucking bundled set that gave me all sorts of stuff for real cheap. Anyway, now I've I've taken the IRM logo, and I'm going to try to cut it out and see how that works and see how it looks. So once I get them honed in and sort of a better idea of whatever the fuck it is I'm doing, then we'll be able to start offering some decals. Then maybe one day I'll get a nice little heat press and I'll start doing some vinyl transfers, pressing them onto shirts, and we can just sell shirts right out the fucking house. That is the plan in any case. So if nothing else, we should have some pretty cool Ironworx / IRM window decals, should you so be inclined. Yeah, it's really kind of cool. That Mystery Science Theater 3000. The Crow robot has some pretty detailed cuts on his head. So I was kind of surprised to see how that would go and what it would do and how it would turn out. But nope, I cut it and weeded it, and it actually looks really pretty good. I was really surprised. So we'll be having fun playing around with that, I think. Oh, by the way, it is now 4:20 here in the middle of the United States, Central Time. Smoke them if you got them. We really need to figure out how to do some commercials or something at some point through here.
Yeah. Yeah, Free World FM It doesn't have set commercial slots, does it?
Not as of yet. The plan is to go through and at least start getting promos from all the other hosts. So we'll need to record a promo for the Ironworx, and then we'll need to record a promo for freeworld.fm so that they can have those on hand, and we can just start running those between shows. All that good stuff. And then we'll figure out about commercial breaks beyond that. I mean, really, even other YouTube channels doing promos for themselves. A nice Melodome promo by Austin would probably slide real well in a commercial break. Or whatever.
So did you hear about this Ring of Fire solar eclipse coming here in October?
I thought. Is this not the same one that was being heralded during that last big full solar eclipse? Or is this a new one? Is this the wonky one that goes like into a ring of fire, then out and then back in or some shit?
No, that one was over near just north of Australia. It went through, that was on 420, actually. The one, that was a hybrid eclipse. So it started off as a ring of fire and then went to a full eclipse and then back to a ring of fire at the end. Yeah, that's a weird one. They still don't have an explanation of that for the heliocentric model. But yeah, this one, it's gonna looks like it's coming in up there in Oregon, maybe Northern California, and then it cuts down through Texas. But it's going to be the Ring of Fire one, where you actually see the orange ring around the black circle the whole time. It's not going to be a total eclipse. It's going to have that ring around it. Looks like we're going to see it at about 50% in South Carolina, where we are. You're going to get about 50, 60% where you are. Walter's getting about a 70, 75%, somewhere around there. And then it looks like Corpus Christi down there in Texas, somewhere right around there, will probably be at 100%. And then down through northern South America, it looks like it's leaving through Brazil.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see the Ring of Fire. That's a long ride, though, over to Texas to see it. I was hoping it'd be a week later. That would have been right during Flattoberfest. Vegas, baby! And it looks like it's going, like, right over Vegas. Yeah, I haven't heard a whole lot of talk about this one, the Ring of Fire. They used to make a big deal about the Ring of Fire eclipse. Because it was so rare, they said.
Hello?
But now the more I've been paying attention to, you know, the luminaries.
Almost, Walter. I hear you a little bit there. Low,
Hello?
but yeah, it's getting better.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I was trying to make that purple line go away around me that I don't understand where that's coming from. I figured out what was going on with the audio ear thing. It was complicated and I had to watch a video.
Quit it, really?
I really did. I was like, this thing can't, I mean, it's literally brand new. Like there's plastic I haven't peeled off the front and back yet. That's how new it is. So I knew that as the cats are using it at night, messed up my settings. So I was like, okay, what settings could it be? And I started thinking about it. I was like, didn't I see something about? So I went and watched the video I had watched about setting this up. And sure enough, they were like, yeah, your sample rate, blah, blah, blah. And I went and looked, and it was all the way down to the low setting where it wasn't before. So apparently the cats are using it at night for their late night cat show. Wow, that went really bad sounding. Anyway, I'm back, sort of. So yeah, this thing that's happening, the Big X. will be crossed across the, where is it? Like Salem, isn't that where it's hitting? Or where Salem, it went across 8 Salems the other way when it went across in 2017.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my brother was like, dude, you got to go to Texas. I'm like, I don't know how to do that, you know?
Just go west.
So, well, I mean, I'm not going to go just to Texas. It would have to be a whole thing. So then he reminded me that we actually have relatives out that way. And while that is true, it's people that I haven't talked to in so long. You know, I would be like, hey, I'm going to your house for this thing. I mean, it's like, yeah, I know. Start talking to them now. I'm like, well, you're an ass. Anyway, I'll see. I mean, I would love to experience it. But, oh, man. Just the whole, yeah, there's a lot to it. A lot to it. Anyway, oh, sorry, I'm picking up the cord the cat just pulled out.
It's not like it would be an hour or two away. It looks more like a 8-hour drive for you if you were to ask.
Oh, yeah, no, it's Dallas for me. It'd be Dallas. That's where I'd have to go. And it's not close. Yeah, it'd be about 8 hours. And it's my second cousin is who he thinks is still out there. It may be my cousin. I don't hear. Maybe my cousin's still there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I remember her moving a few years back. So, and that being said, I could be wrong about both of those things. So I'm gonna see what I can find out. All right.
I know this one is
setting.
I think the X one is happening next year, 2024. I think it was 2017 and 2024, where it's doing the XX right through the center of it. This one is doing more down through Texas. But that one is supposed to cross right by where Josh is. Right there in Missouri is where the X should be, on the New Madrid fault line, right around there. So I think even though this one is kind of crossing where that other one had crossed, the Salem one, I don't think this is the one that is making the X in the center of the country. I think that one's supposed to be next year. Could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. Did you guys see those idiots trying to block the road to Burning Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, tribal police don't fuck around.
Right.
They're not playing your little namby-pamby woke games. They just took their truck and rammed right through their barricade that they had set up. They're like, nah, we're not doing this. I mean, isn't that a little counterintuitive? You're trying to save the earth, to stop burning fossil fuels. So let's stop a bunch of people out on the highway that have to run their vehicles and get nowhere and waste fossil fuels.
Yeah. What we need is a good old-fashioned traffic jam to save the planet.
Yeah. I mean, is that not counterintuitive to what you're trying to achieve? And is really pissing off the people you want to join you the best way to get their attention? I mean, really? Do you think going and stopping people trying to go to work to feed their families or get somebody to a hospital, do you think stopping them from doing that is going to make them want to join your cause? Just use a little common sense. Just stupid. Yeah, it's crazy. The things that people do to try to get, people to change what they're doing. I don't know. So did you see India's moon rover footage?
No, I did not.
It just shows their little rover going down a ramp. and that's like it. Just shows it like going down the ramp onto the moon, and yep, that's it. They're on the moon. There's our proof. I'm sorry. Don't extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof
Or evidence.
or
Not
evidence?
anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Somebody was saying, "Oh, there's astronomers that were watching it."
Wait.
Orbited the moon. It's like, are you serious? No, you didn't.
So I'm trying to find the. Know if I did. So I'm going to play it and see.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man.
Hell no.
Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
All right, I just making sure I had the full clip.
One of my favorite movies ever.
Yep.
Office Space.
I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bobs.
Does anybody remember Liquid Television?
Vaguely.
No, then never mind. I would look in chat, but I've closed everything, trying to work my computer better. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm here. Whatever that noise is in the background, I can't find it. I've tried. So yeah, Liquid Television was an old show on MTV that was like a lot of shorts that really had nowhere to live, and they assembled them all into a show. Some were continuing stories each week, some were completely just one take type things. And one, I'm trying to remember, man, what else was on that episode? Anyway, one episode they had, well, maybe it was on different episodes. There was this thing called Frog Baseball, and it was Beavis and Butthead. Before they were named Beavis and Butthead, they were just these two characters that Mike Judge had drawn as a short, I guess maybe in college. And it was his like style. He did the voices. It was Beavis and Butthead. He even had this thing where it was this like country bluegrass band. I'm trying to remember the name of them now. But the lead singer guy was Hank Hill's voice. He wasn't the Hank Hill character drawn, but he was Hank Hill's voice without a doubt, because that's Mike Judge as well. And they had this continuing go back to the same character of Milton and the stapler and talking and mumbling, I'm gonna burn the building down and all that shit. And then like fast forward probably 20 years later, and Office Space came out. And I was just so blown away because they had brought all these characters. They even had the manager guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you to come on in. That guy was even in the short, in the cartoon. I'll see if I can find him. And we're doing strikes every day now, right? Every time we're on the air.
Pretty well. Pretty well.
Yeah, all right, go. I like it. I like it.
Take your monetization and shove it up your old wazoo.
Okay, so I was looking in about these eclipses, Walter, and yeah, next year's eclipse is going to cut right through and go through 14 states. And they're already...
That's the one I'm talking about, next year, 2024. I must have missed... I came in late, remember, and heard just Eclipse and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
so I assumed it was that one.
This eclipse, the Ring of Fire one, they usually make a big deal about that one. These Ring of Fires, because they're supposedly much more rare. But no, that X one is the one in 2024. And they're saying, remember the last width of the moon path? What was it, 72 miles, I think, something like that?
That sounds right.
This one's going to be a 115-mile wide path. That's a big difference.
Well, it's probably the difference in the distance between the moon, between the sun and the earth. Don't you know? Although the distance, I'd be curious to see what the distance was for all of these eclipses in comparison to the shadow side.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Wonder if they line up. But yeah, they're saying people will be outside this weekend with their cameras, getting ready for next year's eclipse. Yeah. It's like, what? Okay. But it's supposed to be the longest. It's going to last, a full eclipse is going to be over 4 minutes, 27 seconds of totality, which will be the longest one in over a century, they're saying, for North America. Huh.
What's the worst that could happen?
Watch Bill Gates say, I am taking out the sun. If you want it back, you have to get vaccinated. Yeah, and here in the U.S., I don't know how they're doing over there across the pond, but they're wanting to start mask mandates and stuff like that up again here. I've already seen a lot of people saying, what? Are you serious? No way. I mean, these aren't like truthers. These are just your normal everyday people. And they're saying, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Everything you told us last time was a lie and turned out to be wrong. And now you want to do it again and destroy all these businesses and, no, we're not doing it. So I'm sure you're going to have people that will do it. I mean, it's crazy. There's people. I saw a lady who was, the Barbie movie was the reason she left her house for the first time in 3 years. She's from Oregon up there, and she hasn't left her house since 2020. She rented out a theater so her and 19 other people can watch the Barbie movie all masked up. No concession stands. If you want to eat or drink, you have to leave the theater. If you have to cough, you have to leave the theater. I mean, they've really done a number on some people with all this stuff. So yeah, there will be people that will comply, and they're still complying, even though they're not asked to. So yeah, you're going to have people here that will definitely go along with it. But for the most part, I've seen a lot of people saying, no, I'm not doing it. Yeah. Wild.
That shit boggles my mind.
And the big giant discovery made about superconductivity at room temperature and room pressure, your average temperature and pressure. People are having issues with it. Now, I guess they did send some samples. And some of the samples had a slight superconductivity on one axis or something like that. So it definitely wasn't what they claimed. But they did kind of discover something a little bit. But yeah, it's not what they claimed it to be, which doesn't shock me. I was excited when I had heard it, because that would be huge. That would be like, that would really advance our technology as far as, the speed, the weight of things, the size of things, all that kind of stuff.
The efficiency
would be just through the roof. And yeah, I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm sure there's some mixture out there or something that would be perfect. Now, whether the powers that be want something like that out there, It seems like they don't want efficiency. And I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think it has to do with trying to destroy this creation. I think there's just some people out there that's what they're hell-bent on. They want to just destroy the creation.
People, though?
Yeah, I don't know if they're actual people, you know? Are they being manipulated by something, steered by something? But yeah, there are beings out there that just want. And it's not so much death and destruction of humans either. It's this place. And yeah, it's very powerful entities that are doing this. But again, it's like, in my opinion, they're shooting bottle rockets at a tank. Whoever, created this place thought it through pretty well, and how things work, and just the physics of this place are designed to recycle itself. So it's like the more these entities try to destroy, the more life it brings. New life. I don't know how to. It's weird. But yeah, I do believe that there's things out there that are just trying to destroy this creation that we exist in. We were talking about astral projection a little bit yesterday, Walter.
Awesome.
I'm over on Glowbusters, and how the government was doing this. Was not only just researching it, but trying to train soldiers to do this kind of stuff. To use it as a military application.
Oh, absolutely. Remote viewing, astral projection, you name it, they want to have it going. And because, there's been stuff released and we've seen blah, 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 at this point, we know all this, then yeah, they're way beyond that.
And Charles Bonnet syndrome, we were talking about that. That's one that Jaron's not buying, I guess. But yeah, there's people all across the plane, never met each other, different countries, languages, never interacted with each other. And they all have this this eye disease where their vision is slowly going. And they see little gnome-like people all over the place doing stuff.
Oh, 100%.
They all have the same stories.
Yeah. Carrie's grandmother had it. Like, she had macular degeneration. That's the disease. So bad she would carry a big, huge, like, page-sized magnifying glass with her to the casino and hold it, like, on the side of her head, like, where she could look outside and see. It was the craziest shit you ever seen. Yeah. And she talked about those little people a lot before this was, like, discovered. They thought she was just, losing it. And then this got talked about and brought up, and I didn't even know there was a name for it, actually. So you said that, and I looked it up. I'm like, wait, I don't know this one. So I looked it up, and as soon as I read it, I'm like, oh, well, yeah. And so we talked about this, actually, here on the show. And I freaked, oh, I forgot about that. Let me ask my buddy Ernie, who does karaoke. I've known Ernie since, 96 or so. And he is now to the point where he can't, get around without help with his macular degeneration. And so one night we were there at their house after we'd gone out to eat, and I brought it up. And I saw the look on Kim, his wife's face, and he was like, man, I can't believe you're talking about this. And I'm like, well, I'm not, I don't know. I mean, I just want to know if you know about it. He's like, I told her about it. She's the only person I ever talked to about it, his wife. And she was freaking out because, of course, she thought he was crazy too. And here I am asking the specific question about these little people that he was seeing all over the place. So, yeah, it's real. No doubt. I've heard about it from 2 different people.
Yeah,
Are they seeing the gnome elves behind the electric elves, the DMT elves, and they're, you know, losing their eyesight, a way of changing the frequency of their eyesight?
But when people,
you know what I mean?
Interdimensional, you know, they live in another dimension, like whatchamacallit, like Marvel Universe wants you to think that there's another you in this dimension, and there's 100 yous, and there's all these different dimensions that are, you know, but I don't think I'm not seeing it that way. Like, we live in this dimension, we have our physical matter, our living beings, all this stuff around us. Now, say that things are vibrating at a different frequency. There's other things that can be right, like I'm in a mountain in that dimension. I'm like sitting in the middle of a solid mountain, but I can't see the mountain. I can't feel it. It's at a total different frequency that I can register. So the mountain's there, but I can move through it. I can, you know, I don't even know it's there. But in this same place, just at a different frequency, there is stuff here. That's how I see it. I don't see it as like you can open a portal and then go, and then the earth looks the exact same with just different people and plants growing on it or something like that. I don't see it like that. I say we have this place, there's one earth that's we can live in, like this dimension that we're in. But maybe there's other things living right here with us, just at different frequencies.
Oh yeah, 100% there are. That's why my grandmother saw a fucking centaur or a cider or whatever go through the yard, and that's why we see the black shadow people, whatever, at night, and when we're in a certain frequency, and the freaking crackheads and the meth people see them, and they're freaked out frequency, and if you know how to fight them, you have to deal with it in a frequency way. You can't, like, physically fight them. Yeah, I mean, they're here for sure. Now, are they all from this specific region of here, quote unquote? I don't know, you know. If there are really other worlds beyond this pond that we're floating on, then maybe in those other regions, things are different, under a different type of sun or under a different type of whatever, non-sun or whatever their whole thing might be. And for that matter, I mean, in different ages, we've been different types of things at different frequencies. And yeah, frequency is, to me, the key, I think, anyway. All of it in the layering of this place and how, like, you know, that's why when we all start waking to the crazy shit around us and change our frequency, that wakes up all these other little things around us that then start attacking us and people around us that we all have gone through many, many times. I had a buddy going through it not too long ago. I had to talk to him about things that he wasn't really ready for, but it was time. He needed it, so.
Yeah, what was it Nikola Tesla said? When we start studying the unseen.
When we start thinking of the world in terms of energy and vibration, something like that?
Yeah, when he said when we start studying the unseen, something like that. He was talking about electricity and magnetism. When we start studying the unseen, we'll learn more than we have, or we'll learn more in a decade than we have in all of history. Something like that. Something about when we stop thinking of everything as bumping particles, and when we start seeing it as everything as energy waves and frequencies. Yeah, when we start looking at the world like that, we're going to discover more than we know right now. Something like that. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote you on Tesla's quotes.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, part of the sun is broken and scientists are baffled. Well, yeah, because you think it's a big giant ball of burning gas. I could see how you're baffled. Cool. Yeah, Jaron wants to do a sun measurement thing again, like we were doing back in the day. Antonio did one, but he's got a different take on it. Not so much measuring the sun, where it is during the day or anything like that, but when you can last see the sun, the actual disk of the sun, once you see that leave, you record how long you can still see its light. So here in the inner circle up in the north, right, the sun sets and we'll still have daylight. It won't be the sunlight, but we actually have the light for the day. It'll extend an hour, hour and a half, sometimes almost 2 hours in the middle of the summer. After you don't see the sun anymore, it's just light out still. Well, the same thing down in Australia, supposedly. Like once that disk is gone, it doesn't take very long, maybe a half hour, and it's blackout. So he wants to show the difference between the northern and the southern, because I mean on a sphere they should be the same, pretty much, right? But
forget that 23 degree.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing. I live in Oregon. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
In Oregon, it was like that for sure. That northern thing was very obvious. The sun wouldn't even leave. Like it would go down. You wouldn't see a disk anymore, but you would see the glow for hours until about 11 p.m. as it circled around, and then about 2 o'clock over to the right a little further, it would start glowing again, and here it came, and you would watch it as it crept into the area you were in. I mean, there was no doubt it was circling right up there above me, where I could tell I was more north, because here, when it goes away. It gets dark, Not as dark as it used to because of light pollution, but it gets dark here. And it's just, 60 degrees difference or something? I can't remember. I looked it up. Well, look, I just realized we're not taking breaks. I've got to have some coffee. I am really having a rough morning with all the weird, no sleep. I didn't go to bed because I completely forgot. I had a lot going on yesterday with the house cleaning I've been doing. Like I said, it's been a major overhaul of things and throwing out crap and just getting rid of old junk that really isn't necessary. So I'm pretty wore out. Let me go grab some coffee. If that's fine, we could play a song or take a break, whatever. If y'all need one, but I definitely need one.
Yeah, I was just thinking we could probably take a little break. I could use a half a cigarette and a little bit of coffee.
I'm not even going to try to play music on my end because of all the idio. It's probably what it is it's all idio, not audio. My problems, yeah.
So all you chat, remember e-bikes. I want to talk about e-bikes when we get back.
E-bikes it is?
Bikes, yeah.
And my apologies to chat. Y'all know I'm normally there saying hey to everybody, but again, I'm just really freaking out on what I'm seeing popping up left and right on my screen, and everything keeps going out of sync. And I'm probably going to uninstall and reinstall everything after the show. That's all I can see to do. But I will be back.
Excellent.
I think perhaps we'll do some Little Stranger. Not coffee in a joint, but we'll do some Little Stranger doing a cover song. I thought was really good. They two cover songs, actually. It's a little medley they put together that I thoroughly enjoyed. And it's only that's a few minutes. So we have time for some coffee and a cigarette. And this is the Ironworx. We are broadcasting live on freeworld.fm as well as our YouTube channel. Stick around. We'll be right back right after this quick song. And we'll have more of this nonsense for you right after that. Okay.
The year is 2001. I'm 11 years old. I'm at the Philadelphia X Games with my father. And someone walks up to me and hands me a CD for this new band. They say, you gotta check this out. And the CD says, Gorillas. And at that moment, at that exact moment, my life was changed forever. So here we go, y'all.
Sunshine in a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. Yeah! Alright, finally, someone let me out of my cage. Well, time for me is nothing, cause I'm cutting no wage. Now you couldn't be there. Now you shouldn't be scared because I'm good at repairs. And well, I'm under each snare, it's intangible. That you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in the picture too. Just like you hit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual, hearable, appears to you, the three of you when you're too crazy. Lifeless, for those a definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype. Should you like it? Unspoken righteous with one token psychic among those possessed you with one. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. My future is coming on, is coming on. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, the essence, the basics. Without did you make it? Allow me to make this shine like a nature rhythm. You have it or you don't. That's a fallacy. I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud is sea. You see with your eyes. I see destruction and demise, corruption in the skies from this fucking enterprise. Now I'm something through your lies through rock. So not as muscle, but percussion he provides. For me as a God, but y'all don't see me now, cause you don't see with your eyes. You perceive with your mind. Now that's the inner. So I'ma stick around with Kev and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so motherfuckers remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you could survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. All right.
y'all. Here it goes. Yeah. So in the time of chimpanzees, there was a monkey butane in my brain. So I had to cut the junkie with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the pantyhose, the beefcake stars with the beefcake pantyhose. Oh, cut the headlights and put it in neutral. Shotgun racer while my ladies in the cruise control. But baby's in Reno with the vitamin C. I got a couple of couches, I sleep on the love seat. Someone keeps saying I'm insane. You complain about a shotgun, better than a stain on my shirt. You can't believe everything that you breathe. I got a parking violation and a maggot on my sleeve. So shave your face with some ace in the dark. We're taking all your money and we're burning down the trailer park. Trailer park, trailer park, trailer park. Yeah, yeah. Soy on a pedidor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Soy on a pedidor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Come on, Kevin, take her out. Good night. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Ironworks. Right here, maybe on freeworld.fm. I don't know. Liz is saying we're not on there, which would be unusual. But that was Little Stranger. Doing a couple cover songs, which I thought, always enjoyed that. Really, really liked it. So it says I'm still streaming to freeworld.fm. Let's see what freeworld.fm has to say about it.
Who originally did the first song?
That was a band called Gorillaz.
Gorillaz. That's my buddy showed me that song when it first came out. He loved it. Oh my God, he played it over and over and over to where I was like, okay, stop. That was a cool version though. And then breaking into Loser.
Uh-huh. That was a real cool transition.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, well done. Who was that again?
That was Little Stranger.
Little Stranger.
Mm-hmm. I played a song by them called Coffee in a Joint once upon a time. It's got a real cool beat to it. It's a nice little song.
Yeah, I like their style.
Which really, when they were handing out those demo CDs, that was sort of the inside joke. Like a flock of crows is called a murder. A group of gorillas is called a band. So when they said check out this new band and it says gorillas, that's the inside joke.
You know what a group of baboons is?
A congress.
That's fitting. I mean, was that the original? How do you go and name your group a congress when a congress is a group of baboons? I would have picked a cooler animal. Just saying. Is Walter back yet?
It's a good question.
Yeah, as much as I can be, I'm here. And y'all don't, I mean, I sound fine. There's nothing going on y'all's end for me.
Nope, you sound beautiful.
Dude, I do not even understand what the hell's happening. Anyway, yeah, I'm here.
Well, I just
Nice.
reconnected to the studio. We'll see. It seems like butt dropped and closed.
There's all kind of places I could take that, but we're not going there.
So e-bikes. Have you guys?
E-bikes. That's true. You didn't say remember that. Sorry, I didn't.
The latest thing that's going on. Remember we had that stint of cell phones exploding, the lithium-ion batteries? People's cell phones just catching on fire, sitting on the dashboard of their car, in their pocket, just burning houses down. Well, e-bikes are exploding all over the world. It got real big in China. I guess they had such an e-bike problem in their major cities, they don't allow them anymore. So they just have fields of like hundreds of thousands of these things just rotting away. And one of them, well, the battery isn't, there's not a lot of manufacturing protocols over there. They put together a factory and then they just slap stuff together and boom, there you go. You have an e-bike. Batteries all bouncing around and they're doing, there's no, like here in the United States, we have organizations that make us do things so our products are safe. Well, over there, it's not so much. They don't have as much regulatory overreach or whatever. And these e-bikes are like, one will explode and catch on fire, but when you have 100,000 of them all crammed into this field, like one explodes and then they all start going up. And it's a huge black cloud just billowing smoke out constantly, nonstop. And this is happening a lot over there. Well, I guess here in the United States, there's been, I think, 6 or 7 e-bike deaths this year alone.
So what I'm seeing from Israel Adams in chat is, and this is from Israel, all the ones catching fire are the cheap Chinese models. The legit e-bikes from bike shops are not burning.
Yeah, well, there's been 6 so far here in the United States. And I don't know what kind of e-bikes they were. Yeah, that's why I was saying in China they're having a huge trouble because the way they're building them. They're not, designed to, they haven't been tested, road tested to last a long time. Make sure that battery is safe and secure and not going to get damaged in a way to where it will catch on fire and explode. Here in the U.S., we have all those, but we have those for cars, and that kind of stuff happens all the time, too. I mean, what movie was it, Fight Club? He's like, yeah, well, if the recall is going to cost more than the amount of settlements would cost, we just won't do the recall. We will let, these accidents keep happening, even though we know that there's a defect in our product. It would cost more money to recall all the products and fix it than the actual court cases that we're going to get. So we're just going to let them be out there and not say anything to the public. This happens. So, yeah, I mean, it is happening in the United States, just not nearly at the rate that it's happening over there in China. But, yeah, these things can explode. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen if the lithium-ion batteries in these cars, these are huge batteries, if they're going to start having these types of issues. I mean, we're really early on in the life of electric vehicles, or maybe a decade into it. So just wait 15 more years when all of these electric vehicles are 25 getting to be 30 years old. I think we're going to start seeing some of these batteries malfunctioning eventually.
I think they're going to have to give up. I think there's going to be... So this is one of those things I'm probably going to be completely wrong about. So this is just my pure personal opinion that has a tendency to be wrong, but I don't think that electric vehicles are... I feel like there's going to be enough of a pushback, especially once you realize that cost and replacement and repair and maintenance and all that shit, that the cost benefit analysis just isn't going to come out well for an electric vehicle in the end. And I think we're all going to either hang on to or end up going back to a normal internal combustion engine until we can figure out how to actually get free energy and make this shit viable. I think we're going to end up sticking with what we know. But that's, again, just my guess, my gut feeling.
Yeah.
There will be holdouts like Tesla and other states. They'll probably still be available, but I think by far most people are going to want to stick with an internal combustion.
Well, a lot of people down in Florida were saying, you know, you're wanting us all to get these electric vehicles. Well, what happens during hurricane season when you tell us all to leave and there's, you know, gridlock on the freeway for hours and hours and hours? What do we do with our electrical vehicles then?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you'd have to just leave it and get a ride with somebody with a combustion engine.
Exactly. So why don't we just do that at the fucking dealership? And we'll just leave the electric vehicle and we'll just go ahead and buy one with an internal combustion engine so that we can give those other dumbasses a ride.
Yeah. How Nemo was told that Ford is halting production on their electric vehicles.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Up there in Ford country. Wow. Yeah, I don't see them being a viable, not with the way, I mean, do these people not get it that their electric vehicles are still powered by coal? 95% of the US's electricity, or 90%, something like that, some huge amount, still comes from burning coal. So yeah, you're not using a combustion engine, but you're burning coal, which is way less efficient than, you know, it's not like you're burning the coal in your house and you have your generator there charging up your car. That coal is being burned miles and miles away, and then that energy has to travel all those miles and loses so much potential. And then you go and charge it, and it's, yeah, you're wasting more fossil fuels driving an electric car than you are burning gasoline. It's not there yet. We don't have the infrastructure set up to run these electrical vehicles and have it not, you know, burn natural resources. Now, if they were harnessing the energy for free from the earth, that'd be different. But you're not saving the environment by driving an electrical vehicle. You're actually damaging it more. So yeah, in theory, you know, your car's not putting out emissions. That's great. But the energy required to charge the car is putting out more emissions than just a regular old combustion engine would.
That's goes right alongside this little story I've got. I don't want to necessarily say who, but there's someone in my life tangentially connected who was recently diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver. Man's in his 80s and has never in his life dropped a touch of liquor. Never been drunk, never had a beer, never had a taste of beer. Some guy tried to get him to drink when he was in Germany in the army once, but he managed to diffuse the situation and got him to drink the beer for himself and didn't have to imbibe, and never had a drop of alcohol, and was recently diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver. So trying to figure out exactly where in the fuck this would come from. How do you get cirrhosis of the liver? And the only thing we can come up with was the cocktail of medications he's been on pretty well a majority of his life.
Medications he was on, absolutely.
So there's your big pharma acting like your electric vehicle. Oh no, this will help. But in the long run, you're fucking yourself up a lot worse.
Yeah. That's wild.
Isn't that wild? I'd never heard of that. Cirrhosis of the liver.
I mean, I've heard of people having liver issues from their medications. Like, you have to be careful with this. Usually if a doctor's going to prescribe you something, there's...
Oh, did we lose you again?
Oh, did you lose me?
I think it sounded like you went out for just a second.
Sorry about that. But yeah, isn't it when a doctor prescribes you to something, they're supposed to make sure that it's not killing you and destroying your body? They're supposed to they're supposed to know that, yeah, if I give you this, I have to watch this because this hurts that. Shouldn't that be like part of their thing?
I think ideally it is even.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't they know that his liver was going bad right from the get? If you're on a cocktail of medications, shouldn't they be testing your blood every 6 months to a year just to make sure that you're not destroying your body?
See, that's doctors. You think that doctors actually try to heal people. That's not what they're doing. They're trying to keep you on as many medications as they can until you die. If they can extend that and make you have those medications work longer, all the better. More money in their pockets. It's just a fact. It's what killed my mother and gave her cancer and everything else. The handful of crap she was taking every time I went over there.
That's got to be infuriating, Walter.
It is. There is. Very much so.
Yeah,
the sun, it appears to be coming around. We're going to get another passing. So
cool.
Blaster. Oh. Oh, and as far as burning coal, I mean, if these environmentalists, if there was people that in the government that had some type of power, wouldn't they try to stop the coal mines that have been burning in Pennsylvania for since the 70s? It's going on 50 years now. There's a place in Pennsylvania that there's cracks in the road with heat vents just spewing out noxious gases that are the coal mine underneath the ground is on fire and has been burning for 50 years.
What you're saying is you wish that those politicians would look out for miners and not just miners on an island somewhere.
Well, if you're going to tell me that me farting and breathing and having animals, I need to pay taxes because of the pollution I'm creating.
Did we lose you again?
We must have lost you again.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. That's really strange because you just go dead silent. It's I don't know. It's not like you're fading out or slow connection. It's just drops and comes back.
Yeah, I think I walked around, I moved, so my internet might be cutting in and out here.
What's up, Lev? I see you there in chat. I see everybody there in chat, though I've not really been interacting a whole lot. Shout out to all you fine folks coming to join us on this first Monday transmission of the Ironworx.
Right. I managed to type at them finally.
Probably took you all by a bit of a surprise, wondering what the hell kind of day is it? What, did I sleep through a Monday? How'd I end up here? No. That's right. Every other day, that's the schedule. For now. For now. We'll see how long it takes to get back to Tuesday and Fridays, or maybe Tuesdays and
Maybe it's Friday.
Have no sphere on Friday night.
I'll be honest. Until I got that coffee in me and said hello to everybody, I was feeling much like you the other day there, sir. If you were seeing me on camera, you would see that same furrowed brow, Liz. I'm not getting on camera right now either. I'm finally chilled. I don't even think I combed my hair in the last 5 hours or so, so I probably look hideous playing with cats and standing on my head. I do that often here. No, I won't do a video. Anyway, but yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm getting there. Show's almost over, so I should feel fine here in about 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Set.
Oh my goodness. The kittens have finally wandered around the whole house to get under the other door now, so they'll probably be on camera in a minute. I'll try to smooth down the nest. Hey, sweetie. What you doing? You come and see me? Oh, no, they're in play mode. They're not worried about me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm outside right now. The neighbor's dog, he's got bad hips, so he doesn't move around too much. But when he does get up early, it means he's got to go to the bathroom. So we're outside.
Cool, though.
He's such a good boy.
It is Monday, Rye. You didn't get confused, Rye Bread, brother. You're here. It is Monday. We're on our new grind. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. How much can you guys really take is the question.
Have to catch an early train. Gotta be to work by 9. If I had an airplane, still couldn't make it on time. It's just another manic Monday.
Well, I didn't really care for that. I'm just looking at sounds. Since we have Tuesday sounds and Friday sounds, but...
Now that hurt. Whatever that was.
That was not good.
That hurt a lot. That hurt me. I had to pull my earbud out and go, whoa. I actually thought maybe you had busted a song out of just from the soul. That was your true Josh voice, finally. When Free World gets going, it might be easier. You know, it might possibly... Or you know, it might.
And we're signing up for freeworld.fm on a website that's not going to be the actual website. That still is just the placeholder. The actual website's very content rich. It's got the videos. It's got a little stinger we made with videos on it. It's going to be a cool website. That's not the actual website, just as a heads up. That's just sort of the real most basic. You buy the URL and that's just sort of a placeholder. You throw some shit on there and then you hire somebody to actually build the website, and then once that's ready to go online, you'll make the built website actually go live instead of the one you have. And that's where we are now. We're still at the placeholder website waiting for the new cool content rich one. If anybody's been following freeworld.fm, you may have seen it. It's gone up a couple times and come back down, just still testing stuff, making sure all the connections are made and the archives are connected and all that good stuff. So yeah, things are a little wonky right now, but that's to be expected. I don't think the official launch is till next weekend. And at the live event there in New York City, commemorating 9/11, as hosted by Billy Ray Valentine. Anybody in the Northeast area, I will be happy to drop a link somewheres. I know I've got it on my phone somewhere. But just a reminder, this is the Ironworx with Zack, Walt, and Josh here on freeworld.fm as we simulcast through the YouTubes. I've not found an efficient way to get D-Lives and all the others up and running again. just because this is a new instance of OBS on my laptop, and I'm a little worried about how much computing power I can actually allow OBS to do on this laptop. But once we get it all sorted out, it'll definitely be all sorted. Unless it's not. Well, shit. Like just nothing going right.
What happened?
Well, that's the lamest Monday's soundbite ever.
Rip.
Yeah, it was.
Mondays, you say I see you Friday, and maybe I'll do Sunday. I'm gonna make your mind.
Right.
Those audios are a bit hot or something. They're just too loud for me, sir. I'll turn it down.
Nope.
Correct. Thank you there, Liz, in chat, reminding everyone who may have missed the fact that Josh is currently doing his show on, you remember that little crystal radio kit you would build back in the 70s and 80s when you were doing science experiments? Something very similar to that.
It is. Very similar.
Yes, PayPal is okay for that. I forgot Friday, then, I was talking about trying to set up some kind of whatever, and I remembered that we actually do have the PayPal account for Iron Real Media set up for just such things. So rather than get ABC involved with their bells and hoops and etc. that it requires to get that fundage, although they are appreciated much, the super chats. However, with us playing music and things like that, they generally, we don't get nearly as much of that as we would love to, if ever. So that PayPal link there in the chat, in the description. Hey, I could put it in the chat, couldn't I? Again, now, if you're all about getting hooked up in Patreon, as Josh was talking way earlier, he has, okay. Sorry, I'm talking and clicking, and you know how I do.
And I wasn't expecting you to drive people to the show description, because I just filled the show description this morning with the only show description that I had saved on my laptop, which was the one for Have No Sphere. So the show description actually includes Cami and calls the show Have No Sphere. But I figured, who's going to notice? Nobody really reads our show descriptions anyway.
That's right. That's why I put it in the show chat there. Yeah, so that would really, truly help Josh with the audio issues you're hearing there and any other thing that we're dealing with. That being said, I thought I had fixed my audio issues by doing all the little saving and purchases that I've done for my new audio equipment, and I'm still having trouble. So, but again, Zach's having trouble with his audio. You're having some issues, it seems. They're saying, although you never dropped for me. I don't know, Liz, about that. That's, again, she asked, was Patreon taking a bigger cut than PayPal? I don't know, really. I guess that's a question we should look into. So PayPal's quick, easy, and done. The Patreon's more of a long-term thing that we've done our best to make something, and we all kind of get sidetracked with life and forget to keep putting things there. That being said, I'll tease y'all before with something. That's all I'm going to say. It's in hand. It's in hand.
It's a bottle of Viagra?
Yeah. Yep, little blue pills for everybody. I don't know if anybody knows what that. Oh, Zack might know what that is that I'm shaking in my little hand here. I've just got to figure out how we're gonna get that done. And who cares anyway? That's the whole point. Is it's a very specific thing that I thought would be cool, only because I think it's cool. So. But I will say this, since I have gotten it, and put it into use in my life. I have really not gone back. So that's all I'm going to say on that. We'll move on. Another teaser. I mentioned in chat, maybe. I don't even think I said it on the air yet, Friday in chat, that I had been in talks with a coin maker who also has a few other irons in his fire. Hold on, I need a sip of coffee here. Hold on. Now, ironically, as I was looking on eBay a lot at guitar crap and whatever, I looked at some, I don't know, some maps maybe. Oh, maybe the UN moon flag there. That's where it traced back to. So that got me looking at flat earth stuff there. I don't know. Shirts maybe somebody had. I don't know. But anyway, so flat earth stuff started showing up and there was a coin. And it was not my favorite, the one I saw first, but it led me to this one that I have in my little hand. And I like it a lot. It's a little silver. Basically, it's a silver dime, and it lets people know you're a flat earther. And there's other things hidden there. I'm sorry, bless you. Bless you again. I don't know what I keep hearing. It sounded like a sneeze. Anyway, but yeah, I've talked to the gentleman, and he is more than willing to come and visit us. Now, that being said, I would much rather he come visit us when we having a show to. I'm sorry, I just saw what Jeremy said in chat and I laughed because, my friend, if you only knew the mojo bag I do have, but you don't talk about your mojo bag. Your medicine bag is secret. You keep that quiet. Anyway,
keep one hand on your mojo bag.
You definitely do. So yeah, the gentleman is definitely coming on, and I'm almost certain when you guys get a look at it, I can show the picture I took, and I think it's somewhere. I'll be able to show it to you in a minute and let you see it. But again, this is different than the coin that's going around. I know Josh had sent a link for one. And then I believe maybe Austin over there on the Melodome. Shout out. Black Gang, if you're not subbed, what are you doing? Get over there. I believe he was showing one on one of his shorts. Or no, maybe he was giving one away even, because I missed it completely because, you know, life. But yeah, I think, and then in chat Friday, a few people were speaking about having gotten one and maybe seen one on the show. This is not that coin. This is totally different. This is an actual silver coin with some very intricate, tiny detail the gentleman designed himself. And again, some type of time-telling coinage. This may not be it. I could be reading too many things into one thing, and long email, lots of details. But yeah, I don't want to spoil his story. I'm going to wait till he gets here and shares it with you guys. But that will be coming up. Again, once we kind of get our feet under us, I could share his link if you guys want to go there and you'll see the coin itself. Why am I thinking about putting a picture up? How about I do that? I will share the link for Mario's site, or not his site, but it's eBay where he does his work. And as you will see, 1/10, thus a dime, ounce of 0.999 silver coin. Brand new BU 0.99 fine silver. Oh, I've read all that. First strike, limited run, reeded edge, deep cameo. I'm just reading little descriptions that are here. Well, I'm having trouble here. Oh, the link is huge. That's what's going on. What's that thing? Tiny URL?
I think so.
Give me a sec.
Bit.ly too, I think, is like Bitly, I think, does a URL shortener. But I might be wrong there. Slowly creeping in. We've still got about another half hour left. The second half of the second half, if it were divided into quarters.
So yeah, I don't want to derail Walter.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm really struggling here, man. Damn it. Why is this link giving me so much trouble? Is there a way to just share from the page? Is that what I'm not doing correctly, maybe? Y'all go ahead. Move on. When I find the link, I'll get it to you.
I was just going to bring up BRICS. The whole Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa starting their own new currency, leaving the dollar to be trading petrol in. They just had 6 new countries join: Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Argentina, Iran, Egypt, and Ethiopia. Now what's wild is Argentina and Iran are some of the world's largest oil producers, along with Saudi Arabia. But yeah, that's wild. I wasn't expecting to see Argentina in there. But those are some powerhouses. Those are some first world countries in there that are now leaving the dollar. Do you think that will be how they're going to split up the next world war? Will it be a petro war? Who's going to control the petro? Which currency is going to be used to back it and all that?
There was this thing called Desert Storm. There was a pipeline in Kuwait. I'm just fucking with you.
Maybe to kick things off, but then it would not surprise me if that's when they started to introduce some of this alternative energy. Well, here's what the UFOs, these UAEs that we were all telling you about, here's what those things really are. So we don't really give a shit about the oil that they're after, because we're sort of beyond that now that we're in a position where we have to break out this technology, and fuck it. We're just not going to let them control us with the petro. Keep their oil. They can have it. Let them fight. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Wow, thank you, Jeremy. I just saw a super chat from our good friend Jeremy. I want to know more. If you're not subbed over there, you should be. And if you haven't checked out the song Jeremy made for us, that video is right here on the Iron Realm Media channel on YouTube.
Nice.
Nice camper, Mad Pie Man. A Jayco Pop Top Camper 85 vintage. Awesome. Hey, Jeremy, we appreciate anything you can do, sir. Yeah, I keep forgetting that part. You actually have to have PayPal to be able to share money to PayPal. I'm just saying you just throw money at it. Throw money. We'll figure it out. Again, shouldn't be this complicated, but it wouldn't be Iron Realm Media if it wasn't. Man, there was something else when you were talking about the damn fight and Petra. What? Damn it. It went away. It's gone. I don't know. It'll come back after the show.
I'm sorry, Paul. That's why I didn't want to go.
No, it's good. I wanted to get into it, and it's gone now because I've lost what I was going with that. I'll tell you this, though. When you first said brick, I thought you were talking about like the energy thing, bricks and batteries and all that. So I did manage to somehow shorten that link and get it into the chat there. It's just look for my name. It's not too far above Jeremy's super chat, actually. So thank you, sir. Again. Now, I'm, again, having Mario, the guy who designed that coin, will be coming on at some time in the future. I am in talks with him, again, to make that happen. We just want to get, again, some of our technical things worked out a little better. I'm having audio problems on my end. I'm still having some weirdness. I thought it was just the sampling great, but apparently there's more to it. We'll figure it out. Wait, is that a second? I don't understand what happened. I'm confused. Oh, you loved it, so it went to the top. That's what happened. Okay. But Jeremy double dipped on us. That would have been awesome. No, it's awesome still, brother. But yeah, that confused me when it popped up there again.
Yeah, they keep changing shit on me, so I can never know quite how to pin a message. That I'm not using Restream, I can't like highlight it and pop it up on the screen for everybody to see. That was a Restream thing. I can do it with
absolutely
OBS at some point, eventually.
Agreed, Liz. That silver coin did join my collection already. I was impressed with it. You know, it's definitely when I got it. You know, you look at it, you see in a coin like cool. You don't really know the actual size. When you see 1/10 ounce, you know, silver, that should give you a clue. It's not going to be huge. When it came in, my first thought was flat earth dime. Second thought was, oh my God, if things did go south, this would be the ultimate pocket carry. Because, I mean, you can't really carry a bar of silver in your pocket with a knife and a scale and, you know, guy's got a gun to your head, that whole thing. You want to be able to just say, here, a dime, give me 3 eggs, and I'll move on with my day. So, yeah, I think it's great for barter.
I just bought my flat earth dime.
What? That's what's up. Y'all definitely let them know you heard it from Flat Earth. I mean, from Flat Earth, from Flat Earth Head, or from Iron Rail Media, or from Ironworx, or whatever. You can communicate quite well. Unlike my mouth, with folks there on eBay, I got to know quite a few of the guitar people that I was interested in. Some of the things they've had over the years that I've gotten or didn't get after speaking with them. So it's usually, I mean, you know, there's a whole, you'll get crap. You know, you definitely can get crap if you're not careful anywhere. You can get crap on frickin' Amazon. My God, the crap they started to send out. Apparently there's stickers and ways to know if you've gotten a thing that was returned and all kind of shit there. But anyway, that'll be another show. But yeah, definitely you pay attention to the seller ratings and read the comments. You'll usually know it's a good person to deal with. And as soon as I started emailing with Mario there, it definitely was, like he said, brother meets brother. So I can't wait to talk to him.
You ever make a bid on something on eBay, not expecting it to stay that low? There's already a bunch of bids there. Nobody's going to let that go.
Right?
You're like, well, how the hell am I still winning this auction? Why the fuck did I bid on a collared fringe leather jacket?
Right.
But fuck, for $12.50, you can't beat it. And it, you know, whatever.
Excuse me.
Okay, so this.
I wanna finally woke up. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Zack.
This article got me. AZ Animals.
Uh-oh.
Says animal hit by car turns out to be new species. And then I looked, and they're talking about this is in Louisville, Kentucky. What? Well, it's a new. Then you keep reading a little bit. It turns out to be a new species recorded in the 16,000-acre Bernheim forest. So it's not like a new species of animal for Earth. It's a new species of animal. It's an armadillo from Central America that ended up way up in Kentucky. So they got me. I don't like that. Don't tell me you found a new species and then, oh, well, look at this bird flew in the yard. So I just discovered a new species of bird that visited my yard. But I'll just leave that part off in the main thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, because I love seeing articles like that. When we actually discover something new, you know. to the scientific world. Those nightmare fuel that Walter pictures that he pulled from Antarctica.
Yeah, no.
Even though it is nightmare fuel, it's still cool. Just seeing something new, you know.
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah.
Yeah. But when you go tell people, oh, we discovered a new species, just for clickbait to get you into the article, and then you look and they're talking about an armadillo that's all over Central America, everywhere. It's like, well, that's not a new species. Maybe it's a new species to Kentucky, but yeah. Clickbait, they got me. Sucker. Oh man. Yeah, Austin's getting ready to move. He and Kai and Aaliyah are coming over today. We're gonna have a little cookout, goodbye meal.
Oh,
It'll
no,
be
no.
nice. Yeah, it's finally starting to cool off a little bit. The nights are getting a little bit cooler. There was one night there, the low was 81 for the night. That was weird for me. It was just one day, though. And then since that hurricane or tropical storm, whatever it was, went up Florida's coast there, it cooled off the area a lot.
We've cooled off, quote unquote, in that we're down into the 94s and 5s again instead of 104s and 5s. Now, we never got that hot. Technically, it was only 103, I think, as our top real number on the thermometer. Of course, that day it felt like 116, so, you know, it was 116 or whatever, but science.
You think they're, because they didn't used to do this back in the day, like it's 103, but it feels
No, they never did. That's why I'm saying it. It's fucking ridiculous that they're doing that now.
Like get up to, it feels like 230. We're gonna be so dumb, it'll be idiocracy. It feels like it's 500 degrees out here.
It's 1,000,000 degrees.
Science.
Oh, did you ever see that one weatherman where the person doing the numbers like was putting them in the thousands? They like forgot a decimal point. It was like 2,000 degrees or something like that. He's like, oh yeah, we're melting steel here. Everybody leave the area. Go. Leave your family. Don't go back into this area. Blah blah blah.
Save yourself.
Yeah, save yourself. Don't go outside. Yeah. But yeah, I could see it. The way things are going now. Oh yeah, it feels like it's 172 degrees out today. Must be that global warming. Really 89 degrees.
Too hot for baiting.
Oh, I need to go watch that right now.
Oh man. Oh, thank you, Brian. BCB in chat, it says, don't forget to check your PayPal if you don't get notifications. Much love, brother.
Yes, much love.
Yeah, if you guys don't
Nice.
get Josh a new pewter, his motherboard.
Thank you so much. I don't actually have a way to log into it handy easily without it being a big whole thing, because that makes it through Josh's phone, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So, but I will say thank you because that is awesome.
I think I do get emails, I think.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say that too, actually. I could probably go through the email and get there, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's all going to wind up double checking them with your phone, though. I think we've discovered that's pretty much standard across the board. Anyway, that's behind the scenes stuff. We'll work it out.
Good God, Brian, thank you.
Thank you.
I see
Wow,
that.
a good God, Brian, thank you. Sounds amazing. You've got me grinning ear to ear, so that's crazy. Thank you.
Brian, if you want to put in the chat how much you gave, that's up to you. But a massive thank you. That's a great way to help get the fun started.
Gonna be a good day at work today, Josh.
I'm sorry?
Be a good day at work today.
Oh no, it's a communist day. We're celebrating all the commies today.
Oh, that's true. I forget that.
See, we never got Labor Day off. Only the people up in the front office got Labor Day off where I work.
Yeah, you know, you're right. That is how it used to go down back in the office.
It's kind
for
of
a long time was down.
Is it because you're paid by? You guys are funded by government dollars? Is that with it?
I don't think necessarily. I think it's more just a choice of the owners.
It's nice of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it really was a pain in the ass to shut down every machine in that place and start it back up. They're made to run 24/7. When you shut them down, it takes a long time to start them back up. It's not like you shut it down and then you go over an hour later and click it on and it starts right up. You have to let it warm up for like an hour. If it's been down for half an hour, it's going to take an hour to get it back to where it was. Crazy. So yeah, that's why we didn't shut stuff down very often. Only for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Half the time we'd find people to work through that just so we didn't have to shut stuff down. Yeah, the water pumps and everything in those big giant factories, when you shut all that stuff down, it really is a pain in the butt to get it all going again. Turning the lights on took a half hour.
Good God.
Yeah. There were those sulfur bulbs. They take a long time to kick on, but once they are on, they use like 5% of the energy that it took to ignite it. Yeah, they're awesome, but they don't use them that much because it fucks with the magnetic field. It puts off this wild magnetic field that messes with wireless phone carrier stuff. It was messing with all this, so they're not used all that much. They came out in I think the 90s, and then they're real efficient for energy, but they mess with stuff, so they're not widely applied everywhere. But yeah, those sulfur bulbs are amazing.
I see Jeremy in chat asking how much do we need for a computer, and that's a really good question. Something I probably need to have a little conversation with Jaren about, or somebody that knows more about computers than I do. Something that would run, hypothetically, the entire Adobe suite smoothly. Let's say for some reason Josh wanted to start using After Effects in the Adobe suite. Then ideally something that can render from After Effects would be ideal.
Yeah, I know Nemo got a pretty beefy system for a good price. You'll have to see where he got his from. Because he's got a hulk of a system now. I mean, it runs the UEFN no problem. And that's a bulky.
That's a weighty piece of freaking software. I installed it, hit whatever one button, saw all my shit go red, and uninstall. So yeah, and I have a pretty heavy-duty graphics card, and everything I have is heavy-duty except for my motherboard, and it wouldn't handle it. No. You better quit this, or we'll start melting down. Whatever you want to do. So I said, oh no, we'll quit. Thank you for the warnings.
Hunter has a used laptop. Yeah, there's all kinds.
You'll probably want to do a cleaner on that, both external and internal, especially between the keys. I'll stop.
Cleaner and a disinfectant.
You'll probably want to grab the jug of the purple stuff.
What was that, Archer? And the health inspector's coming in the morning, so you only bring the purple stuff.
Bring the purple stuff.
Good stuff. Man. Yeah, he can run Fortnite, the UEFN Fortnite, and OBS all at the same time.
Oh, you need to find out where he got that thing. You know that, dude. If he can do OBS and anything else, then yeah, it's pretty bad.
You know, OBS gets such a bad rap, and it is such an awesome fucking program.
It's a great program if you can run it and learn it. Man, it seems like there was something I wanted to tell y'all before we left, but it is gone again. I don't know. Thank you again, everyone, both super chatting and PayPaling. I can't even imagine. I will find out later, though. I know what I saw on the super chat. I just don't know what's going on with the PayPal, but I can't wait. I can't wait. So Wednesday we'll be here.
Such is the plan.
Don't look for us tomorrow. We will not be here.
No, Tuesday is no longer a thing, dudes. It's no longer Tuesday, my dude.
At least not right now.
At least not right away.
Not until we go back to 2 days or up to 5.
When Chris starts posting our shows from here. Anyway. Oh, but you gotta love, anyway, the struggle is real. So, what is it? Oh, I still got Mike Judge up. I forgot. I never did go back and play that. Damn it. We're not. I know what, I could try music, but I don't know what'll happen. Don't know what'll happen.
My music selection's pretty small. I didn't get a bunch downloaded like I had hoped.
If you are planning to go to Flatoberfest and still haven't bought your tickets yet, for the promo code, type in "Thanks Bob," all one word.
Oh, nice.
10% off your tickets. Karen just added that. She wanted to make sure as ticket sales get more and more expensive the closer we get to the show, to the event. So she's given a 10% discount for, you know, the flat earthers who have just been kind of not sure if they were going to make it, but really want to go and find out you can make it. She didn't want to charge them, you know, that full price. And yeah, they announced it on the Glowbuster show yesterday. Thanks, Bob, for the promo code. We'll get you 10% off your tickets. Yes, Wednesday and Friday from 4 to 6 Central. That is correct. We are finally doing the 3 days a week as of now. I think it'll go good. It'll help keep me on the schedule a lot easier, doing it 3 days a week. I won't be stuck up till 2 in the morning playing video games with Walter.
Maybe.
Look up at the clock and be like, oh my goodness. Or really, not even playing, but editing with Nemo on his days off. I swear it'll be like 11 o'clock and I'll be like, okay, I'll just a half hour more. I want to get this one thing to work. I look up, we got it working, but it's like 2:30.
Hold on. We're going to get out of here. I see we're right at the time, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of freeworld.fm just to practice in case anybody, any hosts take a spot after us. I don't want to be taking up time.
I'll wait to play the song.
Well, we'll stay up on, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can stay up on YouTube. You can play it. We've already got, probably going to take a hit from the little stranger. Freeworld.fm, much love. We love you. I don't think there's anybody listening except maybe the people in chat that have their YouTube muted so that they can stay in the chat, but are listening via freeworld.fm so as to drive traffic over there, which is much, much appreciated.
Absolutely.
That being said, we will see you all back here on Wednesday for more of the Ironworks on freeworld.fm, and then again on Friday morning for the Ironworks show on freeworld.fm. Much love. We will see you then. Be good. Be well. Bye-bye. All right, but we are still live on YouTube, so if you wanted to play it, we could play it. Let everybody in the chats listen.
Well, I was accused of playing old people music on Friday, so I was just going to amend that with a little Flat Earth music. Mr. Stephen Carpenter and his band, Deftones. Love you guys. We'll see y'all on Wednesday.